We are with the latest installment of the supernatural 1967 Chevy Impala build. Okay, right now we're going to be looking at the engine. This is a 427, as far as I remember. Big block Chevy engine. It's nicely engraved. Even includes the piston bores if you want to display the engine in a under construction type of diorama. You have the rocker panels and the rocker arms and the heads, which can be detailed out nicely if you, like I said, if you want to display the engine opened up. Now, one interesting note that you'll have to be aware of is that in the heads there are notches. On one side of the head is to the front, on the other to the rear. These notches are for tabs on the cylinder heads, which you can see here, which slot into these notches so that you mount the cylinder heads in the proper orientation. Just something to be aware of when you're putting it together, so that you put the cylinder heads on the right side, because it is physically possible to mount them backwards. As I can position them here, it is physically possible to put them on backwards if you're not really paying attention. So just something to be aware of. Now, the engine is a nice casting. Not the smoothest in the world. You can tell this is an old tool used for pumping these molds out. But it is nice. It has nice texturing on the metal. You can see the freeze plugs, the exhaust ports. As I mentioned before, the pistons are engraved into the top of the block, which I painted, even though you'll never see them again. The transmission is nice, although it will require some seam work to cover those up and make them go away. But it should make it into a nice display piece. Now, the model brings the Season 1 engine, due to the fact that it doesn't have the chrome valve covers or air cleaner. This is the engine as it appeared at the beginning of the show. So, depending on how accurate you want to be, you can buy dress-up parts to put the chrome valve covers and air cleaner and all the stuff from the later seasons, if that's the one you want to build. Now, one interesting thing I noted from this kit is that you can tell by all the flash, then there will be quite a bit for you to clean up, that this is not all new tooling. Matter of fact, if you look closely here is the engraved original manufacturer, which I'm pretty sure that's Ertl, ERTL, that they've tried to cover up. But I'm pretty sure it is an original Ertl kit. And as you can see, there is quite a bit of flash here on the radiator assembly. So while there are new parts to this kit and there are some new molds and new tooling was created, a good portion of it is just the reuse of the molds from the original 1967 two-door Impala coupe. Not a completely new tool. The four-door body is, but the individual parts and a lot of the other smaller parts are just reissues. And it's not bad. With a bit of cleanup, it will make a very nicely presented model. But you will have to put a little bit of work into it. This does not just go together as smoothly as a Tamiya or Fujimi or even some of the later Revell kits. But all in all, should go together nicely. So if you really want to build the first season car, just build it box stock. If you want to build the later seasons, then you'll have to get a little more creative. All right, that's it with the first look at the engine.